What is the difference between thinking and realization? Realization is never one thing. Realization is never a particular sentence. If I ask you, what are you thinking? You can very clearly tell me that these are my thoughts. Thoughts can always be captured in words. Because thoughts come from the world, and whatever is there in the world can be put in words. Do you see anything around you for which you do not have a name? There is always a word available, right? So there is the pillar, there is the window pane, there is the fan, there is the light, the floor, the building, the birds, trees, grounds, and everything has a name. So thoughts, because they come from the world, they can also be always put in a sentence. Realization, on the other hand, is not about having a particular fixed sentence that you are carrying. Realization is like a mirror, and thought is like a painting. A thought is like a painting that was painted 5 years back, and since 5 years the painting is the same. The world has been flowing and the painting is the same. Realization is like a mirror. The mirror is nothing in itself. The mirror is an empty thing. But the mirror accurately reflects whatever is going on. Mirror is zero. It has nothing of its own. But it accurately tells you what is going on. And the mirror never gets influenced by what is going on. Remember, we had said that cross the river but do not wet your feet. The mirror is an excellent example of that. As long as you are standing in front of the mirror will display your face. The moment you are gone, will the mirror still hold on to your face? Gone. The mirror has no attachments. The mirror has no past. The mirror has no future. And the mirror has no bias or preference. If white comes in front of mirror, the mirror will show. And if black comes in front of mirror, the mirror will show. This is realization. Not having any residue from the past or from the world. How does it not have anything from the past? Yesterday, you stood in front of the mirror. Today, the mirror would not be holding on to your image. So, mirror has dropped the past. And the mirror has nothing to do with the world as well. The world comes, mirror reflects it. The world does not come, the mirror does not reflect it. So realization is nothing in itself. Thought is something. You can communicate thought. So we said thought is like a painting, or thought is like a sentence or a word. is the one who realizes? The one who is free of thoughts. A famous Chinese Chuangzu said that if you want to know the truth, just get rid of your opinions. And opinions are thoughts. He said, if you want to know the truth, just get rid of your opinions. As soon as you are free of your opinions, the truth will shine in front of you. And nobody ever comes to know of the truth. Why? Because we are full of thoughts and opinions. We all have so many opinions. So how can we ever know the truth? To know the truth, you have to be like the mirror. Nothing of its own. Vacant, empty, zero. Carrying no thought, no ideology, no plans, no weight of memories, no attachment to the world, and then you know the truth. That is realization. So realization by itself means nothing. It only means an empty space. Realization by itself means nothing. You cannot think and then come to realization. Though we would wish that realization comes from thought. We find it easy, right? It would be our desire that we can think our way to realization. We cannot do that. Hard thinking will not lead you to realization. Even deep thought will not lead you to realization. Freedom from thought is instant realization. When the mind is composed, when the mind is not wandering in thoughts, then there is quick, obvious, spontaneous realization. That is realization. Like a mirror. You just know. Let's take a very present example. As I am speaking, there are many of you who are just listening, without interpreting, without analyzing, just like a mirror. There are many of you who are just listening. They are the ones who are really understanding. They will realize. And there are others who are caught in thoughts. They might be caught in miscellaneous thoughts about the world, or they might be using my words and comparing these to something else. Any kind of thought. They will not understand. Realization is not possible in a state of thought. Realization is not possible when the mind is occupied with this and that. Simply attend to the present, and that is realization. Just attend to what is going on, and that is realization. Simple and direct. Is that clear? At least to some extent? Who asked that question? Our friend from there? Is it somewhat clear now? I am again requesting you and reminding you of what I said right in the beginning, that communication or samvad is possible only when the listener and the speaker are at the same level of mind, at the same level of consciousness. Otherwise you will lag behind. Otherwise you will not know whatever is being said. If your mind is in the is not in the same depth of attention as the speaker, then you will not understand the speaker. We have our friend here who is almost lying down on his chair. Beta, sit straight. This is not a... Sit straight. We have a couple of ladies here who have discovered something quite funny at the back. When the mind is preoccupied in its titillations, what will you understand? To know the complete significance of what is being said, you have to utterly and totally forget everything else. This moment and nothing else.